Kevin, thank you so much for joining us. As we all know, and especially you folks in air quality, April through the end of September is ozone season. What is ozone? What is ozone season?
Ozone season, like you said, we issue a seasonal ozone advisory every year from April 1st until September 30th, and that's because conditions are optimal for elevated levels of ozone in Clark County, ground level ozone. What that means is because of where we are in the world, we're to the east of Los Angeles, so a lot of pollution will come from Southern California, and our topography with the mountains all around us and the hot sunny days creates a perfect bowl for cooking ozone. And ozone is created by a chemical reaction, ground level ozone is, and that's created by what's called volatile organic compounds. They combine with nitrogen oxides and they cook in the sun, and that creates ozone. So the volatile organic compounds, think of anything that puts off a fume. So filling up your gas tank puts off a fume, paint, chemicals, and the oxides of nitrogen are created by combustion engines. So anything that combusts, so industrial emissions as well as your vehicle.
How about a day like today? Today is a very calm day. On a windy day, are ozone levels typically higher, or does that factor into the readings?
Wind can actually influence ozone positively. It can help move the pollutants out of Clark County, which is good. In past years when we've had a lot of high pressure days, when the winds aren't moving too much, those pollutants will settle in, and then that's when they cook and create ozone.
Kevin, where we are, tell us where we are here now. This is one of a dozen or so monitoring stations that air quality that you folks maintain. Talk to me about this.
We're here at Jerome Mack Middle School. We have a monitoring station here, what we call one of our super stations, and I think we actually have about 17 total monitoring stations throughout Clark County. We just added a couple more, one in Mountain's Edge, and we use these monitoring stations to help us gather readings and give people an accurate forecast as well as what's happening right now in the air we share.
And it's not just ozone that is being measured and monitored here in stations like this?
No, it's not. We also monitor particulate matter, so dust, smoke, soot. We also monitor sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and carbon monoxide, as well as lead. But there's not too much lead these days.
Kevin, you and your organization, you put out readings every day that people can see online, real time. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. All of these stations, they compile all that data, and then we put that out in a daily forecast. We also manage a website that gives real-time readings, desaqmonitoring.clarkcountynb.gov. You can go there anytime, day or night, and you can see what's happening in the air we share right now. You can see what's going to happen tomorrow, and you can also see what happened in the past.
Something new, I think, is coming new for the Department of Environment and Sustainability is you're also taking a deeper dive into air pollution caused by wildfires. Why is that?
We are, and one of the changes this year, we always issue a seasonal ozone advisory. This year, in addition to the ozone, we're issuing a seasonal wildfire smoke advisory. We've learned in 4 of our past 5 summers, wildfire smoke has heavily influenced ozone. In the 1 year we didn't have high ozone, we only had 3 exceedances in 2019, there were no wildfires. So in years past, last year in particular is one we can point to, we've had a lot of our ozone days influenced by wildfire smoke. You remember that I think in August we had about 3 days where our particulate matter exceeded as well because we had massive wildfire smoke that was really making it hard to see anything. So this has become our new normal, unfortunately, and that's due to climate change, drought, extreme heat. And it doesn't even have to be happening anywhere close to Clark County. As we've seen, wildfire smoke that's coming from Northern California will make its way down here and influence our air quality.
Kevin, people probably have a lot of misconceptions. They look up, they see the sky, they see it looks a little bit smoggier, maybe if that's probably not the right word, but they see it. What misconceptions do people have about our air?
I think there's a common misconception that we have bad air quality all day, every day, and that really isn't the case. We have our fair share of challenges, ozone being the biggest one, and we try to address that the best we can. But by and large, our air quality is fairly stable. In the summertime, it's ozone's our biggest challenge, but in the off months, we'll deal with particulate matter pollution in the fall and winter a little bit, but comparatively speaking to other cities around the world, it's nowhere near that bad. That being said, we don't want to make it sound like it's all perfect all the time. We do know we have our challenges, and through our permitting and compliance actions, we're doing everything we can with the permitted business community to help lower those pollutants. But we also we rely on individuals like you and I to help as well in any way they can. And the one way they can, for ozone in particular, is how we operate our vehicles. So for example, if you keep your car running in good shape, regular maintenance, even right down to balancing your tires, it'll help your vehicle burn fuel more efficiently. If you also fill up your gas tank after sunset, that helps to reduce ozone, believe it or not. And then take public transportation, limit your errands, or try to create routes that are burning, so you're not driving all over town all day. And then another one that's really important is unnecessary idling. If you don't have to, don't idle your vehicle unnecessarily. So on your lunch break, instead of going to the drive-thru, maybe park your car, shut the engine off, and go inside. And especially now with gas prices being what they are, I think this is all becoming very top of mind, how we can help to save gas and in the process also reduce pollutants.
Are there any other tips that we could all do every day to help improve the ozone?
Well, I think just be informed and be aware. So you want to follow us on social media, follow our daily forecasts. You can get those sent right to your phone, and that way you can make your best choices. That's why we put out the advisories, that's why we put out the information, because somebody who has COPD, maybe they don't want to go outside until later in the day. So we just want to keep people informed and aware, and as the summer moves on, if conditions are changing where we do see wildfire smoke coming in, we'll keep people informed of that as well.